Live from the home where Minkler was found. Orko, you learned a little bit more about how he was killed, right?
Well, Denise, the Clark County coroner says that the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head. Neighbors I spoke with confirmed with us that this is the home right here that that police found Matthew Minkler's body Friday night. Now, police say they first learned about a murder here while dealing with a traffic collision involving some juveniles. They got to the home just after 11 o'clock Friday night, where they found 17-year-old Matthew Minkler. Neighbors tell us police have been in and out of this home, this usually quiet neighborhood, all weekend long, patrolling the area. Neighbors also say the home was being rented out for years until just a few months ago.
It seemed like there was constantly a U-Haul truck of either someone moving in or someone moving out. It seemed like perhaps multiple families were living there, and yeah, it's been vacant for a while though. So again, kind of wondering that if perhaps the kids knew the house was vacant.
Now, a GoFundMe page has been set up by loved ones to pay for Minkler's funeral expenses. In just one day, it's almost raised its full total of $5,000. As for the names of the young suspects, those have yet to be released. Reporting live in Henderson, Orko Manna, 8 News Now.
Thanks, Orko. A new resource for folks looking for employment in North Las Vegas. One Stop Career Center opened a new location inside its Alexander Library today. One Stop is an employment service and training center where community members are able to work one-on-one with career counselors who will help them in their search for employment and training. The best part, it is all for free.
What's interesting is that Brian, the way that he did it, and I'm sure all the counselors at the One Stops do, is he found out, well, what do you like to do? What do you do well? And then he goes through this enormous number of training things, has you go home and look at it and see what you might be interested in.
Mark it down. The center will officially open to the public this Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Services are available Wednesday through Saturday. Advanced appointments can be made by calling this number, 702-633-2880. Denise?
Well, if you've ever considered a career in law enforcement or maybe public safety, now's the perfect time to freshen up those resumes. The Nevada Department of Public Safety is looking to fill about a dozen positions. 8 News Now anchor Christiane Klein is here with more on what they're looking for and also the training qualified applicants would have to undergo. Christiane?
Well, Denise, this is part of a massive hiring push over the next few months. By the end of the summer, the Nevada Department of Public Safety wants to hire 83 people to fill various positions all over the state, from parole and probation officers to highway patrol. Tomorrow is going to be the first opportunity for those interested to come to an open house and attend informational sessions with officers. Normally, the hiring process takes between 6 months to a year. This jumpstarts the entire process.
We're going to do our whole first phase of training all in one stop. People can come by, they'll knock out their physical agility test and then do their interview portion. And anyone who passes that phase will automatically be moving on to the next phase of the hiring process.
Okay, so here are the details. The first open house is tomorrow at the Nevada Highway Patrol Southern Command Headquarters. That address is on your screen, 24615 West Sunset Road in Las Vegas. Now, there are 2 times available tomorrow, 7 to 11 a.m. or 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could also go to another event that happens on June 30th from 7 a.m. to noon. If you are interested, you need to complete a state online job applications before you head to that open house. That address to get that application is dps.nv.gov/jobs. And make sure to bring your government-issued ID, a resume, and water, especially for that physical test.
And Christiane, for these positions, is this essentially similar to Metro's training?
They are both training to be officers, but this is a different program. Again, if you show up tomorrow, you're going to be required to take that physical agility test, which involves various activity, including a vertical jump and push-ups and sit-ups, running short and long distances. So dress appropriately. You can also bring a change of clothes for the interview portion, and we've posted links that tell you everything that you need to know on our website, LasVegasNow.com.
My least favorite part of basketball, the vertical jump. It's like 3 inches off the ground for me. Let's get over now to Denise.
You wouldn't qualify.
Not at all. Here's Denise.
Well, gas prices continue to rise in the Las Vegas Valley, hitting now an average of $3.29 a gallon. GasBuddy.com surveyed 649 local gas stations and found that prices were about 67 cents a gallon higher than a year ago and about 5 cents higher than just a month ago. There is some, though, light at the end of the tunnel. Industry experts expect prices to decrease this month after peaking just before Memorial Day. Primary elections in Nevada are tomorrow, and a few changes are making it easier for you to vote. This year, you can vote at any of the 172 voting centers located all across Clark County. So that means any voter can vote at any vote center anywhere in Clark County. Can't make it more clear than that. Voters will sign in on an iPad, kind of a tablet, instead of that paper polling book you're probably used to. The voting machines are also going to be brand new. If you do not have that sample ballot that arrived in the mail, you can find the nearest voting center on the county's website. We will also be airing a one-hour election special from 9 to 10 o'clock tomorrow night, followed by all the winners on 8 News Now at 11 o'clock. Of course, we're going to keep you updated online as well as via social media as those votes are coming in. If you're still wondering who to vote for, be sure to check out LasVegasNow.com for stories about and interviews with many of the candidates we've been doing over the past several months. Golden Knights fans trying to find something to cheer for now that the season is over.
Yeah, a remarkable run that started way before they dropped the puck on the season. Sports director Chris Matthews takes us on a journey to remember.
Guys, I'm going through withdrawals right now. A journey no sports fan in Las Vegas will forget. Hey, and don't forget, this ride began a year ago this month, June 2017, when the Knights splashed onto the scene. It all began here in Las Vegas with the June expansion draft. Teams exposed players who later became Vegas Misfits. Then less than a week later, Channel 8 was on the road as the Knights blew through the Windy City. Chicago drafted a bunch of talented prospects in the NHL entry-level draft. Then camps christened the city's love affair with hockey. And even some members of the Knights traveled through Montana, Utah, Idaho, and of course back home. They traveled all over the place. Now, before the start of the season, it was exciting. Then it started in Dallas. Channel 8 was with the Knights when they won their first game in franchise history. Season opener there in Dallas. Then who could forget Vegas strong home opener?
To the families and friends of the
and then a bunch of games. All this team moved all into the playoffs. Channel 8 was with the Knights to see them sweep through LA. Then they hooked the Sharks in San Jose and beat the Jets in Canada. Washington, D.C. served as a backdrop for the NHL Finals. The Caps and Knights battled through some exciting games, and Channel 8 was along for the ride. A joyride that ended too soon and had the wrong team celebrating victory.
This whole team is built on adversity, so.
Oh, but lo and behold, they turned on the monitor down the way.
We were ready for everything.
I was at the expansion draft a couple days ago, flew out that night, came here, so.
And that's why we've been consistent.
Go Knights, go! Oh, they don't.
We're kind of bringing Golden Knights hockey to Whitefish, Montana. And
I'm new to hockey, and I figured why not start with the expansion team.
To the families and friends of the victims, know that we'll do everything we can.
All right, the Capitals won the Cup for the first time ever, and it's the city's first championship since the Redskins won the Super Bowl back in 1992. Coming up at 6 o'clock, a more in-depth look at that very first season, that wild ride that came to an end too soon. Really, it came skidding or sliding to an end way too soon, right along that ice. But so many memories. In fact, Brian and myself, when we were in Washington, D.C., how great was the one kid, too, where he said, hey, can you say Go Knights Go? And he almost did that.
That was our goal throughout the week. Hey, give us a Go Knights Go. And they'd start, they'd lean in and then catch themselves. I got one person to do it.
We'll have a big look at that coming up at 6.
And preseason's right around the corner.
Next week is the NHL Awards Show. Right. 2 days later, it's the draft in Dallas this year. Then another week and a half after that, rookie camp here in Vegas.
We go.
It's crazy.
No rest for the weary. Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
All right, still ahead here at 5 o'clock, a business boom in the northwest part of the valley.
Yeah, the emergence of new neighborhoods is creating a need for more commercial business. The exciting new businesses popping up around this new community after the break.
And net neutrality is officially a thing of the past. Why critics say it could change the web as we know it. Ted?
Looking outside, it's over 100 degrees, but it's not going to last, believe it or not. We'll show you the temps for Father's Day weekend. All coming up.
Let's go places.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with Brian Loftus, Denise Valdez, and Ted Florendo. This is 8 News Now at 5.
Well, news housing developments in some parts of Valley are now increasing demands for retail amenities.
Yeah, massive master plan community in the Northwest beginning to see some commercial development. 8 News Now reporter Karen Castro live near Grand Canyon and Sky Canyon, where Smith's is opening its very first marketplace store in the Valley. Karen?
Yeah, that's right, Brian and Denise. So right now, residents are just a short drive away from the nearest commercial area. Well, in a matter of days, they're going to be just a short walk away. This Smith Marketplace promises to be a one-stop shop for families, and it could soon be joined by other new businesses. Construction crews are putting the final touches on the first Smith's Marketplace in the Valley ahead of its grand opening on Wednesday. It's the first of its kind, offering more than just groceries, and it's also the first commercial development directly across the street from Sky Canyon.
We've been going to the Smith's on Durango, which isn't too bad if you hop on the 95. It's the first exit. We're very excited about the Smith's opening in 2 days.
The closest shopping options for homeowners at the Northwest Master Plan community is about 1.5 miles away.
We'd like to see more shopping, more amenities.
Along with the new Smiths, crews are also building additional retail space to welcome other shops.
Really important to just provide a variety of opportunities, not only in services, but shopping experience for our residents here in the Northwest.
It's unclear the type of businesses that will be moving in or when they'll be open, but we're told leases are in the works.
We're going to be filling that additional retail space with retail services, restaurants, and just kind of cool places to shop.
And demand will only grow. Sky Canyon is getting ready to open 6 additional neighborhoods later this month. 4 communities are already open.
Sky Canyon, I think, has been a catalyst for additional development here in the Northwest, but we're proud to be one of the first here in this particular location.
In the next 3 to 5 years, Sky Canyon plans to build more than 6,500 homes.
We really liked all of the amenities and the outdoor lifestyle.
Now, there are also plans to build a few new schools in the area. In fact, a new charter school inside Sky Canyon is opening this fall. Reporting live, Karen Castro, 8 News Now.
All right, thanks, Karen.